All right, cool. Let's get
Hello.
started. We're good to go.
Gotta please the client.
There we go. All right, cool. hello. Welcome to episode 245 of the Super Weapon Podcast, most overpowered podcast on the internet. It's your boy, Darius the Artist, and as always, got my co-host DC here with me today.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the illest and the realest podcast in the video game streets.
Whoa.
Hey, I was trying to do my DJ drama intro.
That was
That's what I was
that was
going
pretty
for.
impressive there, man. I like that.
Yeah, man, that's what I was going for. You know what I'm saying? Because today is not Saturday.
It's the Lord's
Today
Day.
is Sunday. Today is La Lord's Day. Well, we had to make a few adjustments per usual. You know, when things happen, we like to switch things around a little bit. Glad to have you guys here. But you know what? I really been thinking about that. One day just makes so much of a difference because I jumped up Saturday
Yeah.
and started to do my Saturday routine. And then as soon as I realized, like, yo, we're not podding today. You should have seen how, you know, the cartoon, like, what was that, Tom and Jerry, when he slid under the sheets, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, boy, I slid under them sheets and went right back to sleep. You know, let me tell you something, boy. I'm talking about, I probably was snoring within 2 minutes. I said, oh shit, we ain't podding today.
But that's man. But those be the best times to go back to sleep though, when you know you don't have anything to do. That's like amazing too, man. Like I'm glad you got that sleep in. You know, I mean, honestly, like it's fun. It's sometimes fun to jump back on a Sunday. You know, our OG listeners know this used to be our actual day to pod was a Sunday. So, but we appreciate you guys nonetheless for being here because you know once again it is the fall season and we are in the midst of. I mean. New city last week. I mean, last week was pretty explosive in terms of like trailers, showcases. You know, you currently got the Tokyo Game Show going on, and we had the Sony State of Play, which is what we're actually talking about today. That went last Thursday, I think it was Thursday or Friday. You know, I didn't watch it until the day after, or and pretty much this morning too. So I'm pretty fresh on a lot of the announcements. But I'm excited, man, because you know it's a good time to be a gamer. You know, we've been playing a lot of Borderlands. That's been a great time. You know, I finished the story recently. We're not going to talk about it until you and Era finish it because I do want to. You know, I want to have an inclusive conversation with that, and I think it'll be great for us to talk about like in game and just like everything we're kind of feeling at this point. But I would say, you know, I just wanted to give them a quick shout out because they've. You know, Gearbox has done a great job with the patches and stuff. Like they just released a patch this past week that is supposedly, you know, like a patch that does well for like performance and everything. And I actually wanted to ask you, how has performance been on Xbox? Has it been better for you since that patch, or like how's it kind of? Or you're playing Xbox, right? Or is it PlayStation?
Yeah, I'm on a Series X and I haven't noticed anything. I noticed my safe houses are back. I can actually go to the safe houses now and actually save and fast travel.
Oh, so
But
you can. Oh, nice, awesome.
my guns sometimes, depending on what's on the screen, like if there's a lot of stuff on the screen, my guns will still be crystallized. I like to call it like crystallized clay.
Still don't render all the way.
Yeah, shaders are just kind of not a thing. But besides that, yeah, mine's been fine. Like they say, oh, the more longer you play it, the worse it get. Blah. Luckily, I haven't experienced any of that.
I think they fixed the memory leak issue because I haven't had that happen on PC anymore. And
good.
have you tried the FOV slider? Because I know they added that to consoles, which was really cool.
I haven't touched anything unless my game started just blacking the hell out. I'm just leaving everything alone.
Okay,
and
fair enough.
I don't care about my guns crystallizing that. That don't matter to me. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like that's not something that's game changing or making it hard for me to play the game, so I don't care. I'm a very simple person, so
that's fair.
As long as I got my checkpoints and my little, what is the places that you find your little hideouts? Like as long as those are functional now,
yeah.
Because that map is huge. Jesus Christ, that map is big. So starting at the bottom and having to ride all the way up to the top every time was kind of like, oh, okay, guys. We'll keep it
Yeah, and
pushing.
honestly, that's why I started doing map clearing, because it's because you get to find you pretty much find everything. Like all the cool. There's actual stuff to find and challenges to do. There's drill sites and some other things that like I said, we'll talk about once everybody gets to that point. But they definitely make it worth your while. Like that's why I said I think it's good to just kind of go through the story and then you start to kind of explore. But I'm glad you're having fun with it. I'm glad he has his Lions chain around his neck. It's football Sunday. And hello, Tina. But yeah, man. Borderlands is great.
Hold on. This is the look. You're not going to disrespect the almighty lion, all right? Wow.
Okay.
You're not going to
Jesus
disrespect the
Christ.
lion. Now, I'm going to let Darius carry on, but no more lions disrespecting this chat, all right?
Oh, man, that's so
Hey,
funny.
it ain't hey, babe. We are at work. Keep it profesh, all right? Keep it profesh. He's not babe. His name is Darius, all right?
Oh, Jesus Christ, man. It's so funny, bro.
Now let's get back on track. All right?
Oh,
It's too
sorry.
early for the train to be flying off the tracks. All right.
Oh, man. This is why you guys need to come to the live shows, please. Our audio listeners. But yeah, so Borderlands is great, man. But like I said, we are here to talk about the state of play. Oh, man. Sorry. All right. Yeah, so.
And I'm repping. Hey, wait, hold on. Yeah, Unreal. We still love you, baby, even though your engine be farting.
Oh, man. Unreal's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, we love you, Unreal.
But yeah, so yeah, we're here with the state of play that happened this past week. 35 minutes of reveal, so it's not like a super long. It's pretty compact, straight to the point, which I'm a fan of personally. But as is tradition, we'll typically talk about the things that we are most excited about and just like overall feelings with the state of play. I'll say I really thought this was a good showing, especially closer towards the end of the year. We're starting to see what Sony's plans are for 2026. We've had this kind of lull with them for a while with their first party studios not really dropping any major games, the last few years. So, maybe they're about to unload the clip, which is cool, because usually, once again, we have an expectation with Sony first party titles are usually, pretty good games. And I'm excited. Like I said, I'm excited for quite a few of these. And not everything here is exclusive to Sony, but, yeah, man, like I guess like the first thing I wanted to talk about was the Battlefield 6 trailer. Because we're getting Battlefield here in a couple of weeks, and I think it's going to be a pretty big contender when it comes to FPSs this fall. I think Call of Duty has a lot to prove, in my opinion. I'm still pretty plugged in with that community. Like I said, I still watch a lot of like Call of Duty esports and everything, and I just feel like it's gotten stale over the years, and they got like a long road to get people's goodwill back. And I think Battlefield's just doing a lot of the right things right now, man, personally. And I'm not one. I don't know about you, but I'm not like a real big proponent typically, or I haven't been in the past, of just like playing Call of Duty campaigns, because I feel like they've gotten kind of like cookie cutter. But this one looks actually really interesting. Like the acting and stuff looks like they put a lot of budget and production and time into this aspect of Battlefield 6. So I don't know if you're planning on playing the campaign, but I'm actually thinking about it once the game drops.
No, I wanna bring this up because I've been so ready to bring this up. I want you guys to go back. I want to say 2 episodes, and we talked about things that Call of Duty can do to kind of right the wrong in that whaling ship of theirs.
Yeah.
Everything that I said, Battlefield just did in their campaign, and it's hilarious to me. Like, remember when I said be more tactical?
Yeah.
Maybe like the stuff that I was saying is crazy, because when I watched this trailer, I was like, holy shit, Battlefield just did it in their campaign.
Yeah.
So you got like breaches and like these tactical situations.
Yeah.
It looks like real tactical situations, and that's what I was saying. Call of Duty, maybe they should do that in their campaign with co-op multiplayer and everything, and these fools went and did it. So I'm
Yeah,
like, Battlefield is just destined to be something special this year.
I think so
I
too.
don't I don't think this game comes out and people are kind of like, oh, well, it ain't what we thought it was going to be. I think this game is going to be everything that people want it to be,
Yeah,
especially from the Battlefield community, to bringing in newer players who may not be as familiar with the Battlefield franchise. Like I said, only thing, I'm expecting a few hiccups at launch,
yeah.
but
I'm
long
curious.
as
Yeah,
it
server
isn't,
issues and things will probably be a little prevalent. Hopefully not. I mean, they had
I
that
think
problem
with
with
first person
2042.
shooters,
But
first person shooters is, I don't want to say it's a given, but with the hype of this game and so many people trying to play it,
yeah,
I even after having the beta test, I feel like there still might be a few issues that they have to iron out, and I'm okay with that. Long as it's nothing groundbreaking or something that's going to disrupt the game completely, like
yeah.
the
I doubt it's
issues
that. Yeah,
Borderlands was having when it first came out. Like, if this game can give us a stellar launch, then we see an absolute amazing first person shooter that is going to challenge the landscape of FPSs, and it's needed because,
yeah,
like we say all the time, competition, man, like it's needed. Now,
yeah.
the ball is going to be in Call of Duty's court, and it's just like, okay, well, what do we do from here? You're going to kind of be forced to do better because it's like, oh, well, we got somebody on our heels now. Like,
Yeah,
we
and
can't just keep dropping the same thing every year, or
yeah,
it's going to be interesting to say
and
the
it's
least.
funny too because Call of Duty they've been dropping a lot of these videos for multiplayer.
Yeah.
They dropped a few last week, and they did these kind of like short developer interviews, and they're saying a lot of the right things, right? But we've been down this road before with COD, and I'll just go ahead and say this disclaimer: the game's gonna sell a lot. It's probably gonna be the number one selling game by the end of the year. It always
Call of Duty
happens.
it's going to do what it does.
It always fucking happens, right? Like, we're not saying Battlefield's just gonna overtake Call of Duty in 1 year. That's not gonna happen. But I think that, especially with COD Next coming up very, very soon, I think it's either the end of this month or sometime next month, where they bring all the
Next month.
streamers and everything and let everyone play multiplayer. I think that'll be a good barometer of where people see COD, like, because we've talked about it. I think I'm pretty much done with the series myself as a player. I don't, particularly get that kind of enjoyment out of Call of Duty anymore because cheaters ruined it. I'll just say it, cheaters ruined it. And
That's a big issue because, I mean, they're
yeah,
going to have that same problem in Battlefield. It's going to be the same problem.
yeah. And,
Like,
and
cheaters
it's
and
a
FPS is
insurmountable
horrible.
thing. It's tough, and I don't know what the right answer is, and I'm not saying that, to give Call of Duty an excuse, but, with the limited time I have to play games, I want to do something and have fun. And,
Right.
I want to have fun with the time I'm playing. And that's not fun. That's not a fun experience. And if you cheat, man, I just be a better person, please. But,
What do you get out of it is my question.
just be a
Because in
better
real
fucking
life, you
person, man.
still suck. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, just be a better human at the end of the day. But that is to say, neither here nor there, not to go on a rant about that. But I am really excited for this game, and this will probably be a day one pickup for me. I believe it comes out October 10th. Someone in chat,
Yeah,
correct me
I'm
if I'm wrong,
definitely
but
going to be on. I got money set aside for this
yeah,
game, and I'm going to be there
yeah.
because I'm
So
actually excited to play the campaign. Like, it's been a
it
while
looks
since.
good, man. And I don't know if it's because I've been watching a lot of like really gritty military shows. I don't know if you guys are familiar with something like it's called The Terminal List. It's on Prime Video. I don't know why I just watch
Aliens.
a lot of these, like, it's like espionage, just really tactical. It's basically what you see in the trailer here. So if you guys are into that kind of stuff, watch the trailer. It really has a lot of those beats. It reminds me less of like a straight up, just like DC was saying, like a straight up action film versus something that, like I said, is a little more gritty, like Zero Dark 30 or Black Hawk
Down.
Yeah, that type of vibe is what I'm getting from the trailer, which is cool for me. So I'm all in on that. So yeah, this is definitely and I think I thought I was pretty done buying games for the rest of the year, but Battlefield, yeah, it's definitely getting picked up for me.
This is
So
going to probably be my last one.
yeah,
Battlefield.
I think so.
Battlefield and Borderlands were my two purchases before the end of the year. Everything else got to wait.
Yeah, I think so.
So
I think so.
I'll probably be catching stuff on sale. We gonna what is it? Silk Song is on Game Pass, so I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
I might shell out 20 just to support a good game, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's like, just being grown, you got to manage your money. So, and it's a lot of good stuff coming out, and we're going to talk about it.
Yeah. All right. So what you got, man? What you got? What you got? What you got? What you got? What you got?
Okay, let me get my list here.
Let's see what he got.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking about a song. Okay, so we talked about Battlefield, so I can go ahead and scratch that off my list.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I was excited about Battlefield because the campaign actually piqued my interest. It's been a while since I cared about a FPS campaign, and everything that I said that Call of Duty needed to do to make their campaign a little fresh, they have done it in Battlefield, which is crazy. I was like, holy shit, when I watched that. But let's go on. All right. I'm gonna get this one off my chest because I'm very excited about this one. So I'm gonna start off strong. As soon as I figure out the name. I'm sorry. I'm going through my notes here, chat. Bear with me. Chrono Script, The Endless End. Man.
Hold on, let me find that. Oh yeah, I'm glad we're talking about this. This looks incredible.
Since I've played Hollow Knight, I've fallen in love with the subgenre, if you will, Metroidvania type games. The side scrolling, just puzzle solving, back and forth, traveling, whatever type of games.
Yeah.
Like, dude, this game looks so good to me. Like the graphics, like however, like we have this art style. I believe it was drawn. I want to say like usually these type of games
hand drawn,
like the Metroidvania genre of games. Usually a lot of them are like hand drawn, and they have this really, there it is. It has this very interesting look to it.
Yeah.
And this game off rip, like this was the one for me. The whole showcase. I mean, we're not going to include Wolverine, right? We're taking Wolverine out, but but everything else, this was the game that caught my attention the most. And I was like, the story is very interesting. Like you're caught in a never-ending story, and you're basically trying to find your way out of this book. So the art style, just the way that it plays, the action. I can't wait to see what this game is about. This is honestly going to bring my PlayStation back to life. I'm just going to say it right now. It's going to bring my PlayStation back to life. I think it's on all, I want to say it's on all consoles though. Like I think it's on everything, if I'm not mistaken. But I might just buy it for my PlayStation 5 because I need a reason for my PlayStation 5 to exist in my world. Yeah, man, this was the one for me. This was the one out of all the games. Like I was very interested in this, and I want to see more of it. I want to say, when does it come out? I think it comes out in September. Did they give a date?
I don't remember seeing one at the end. What's going on, BZ? How you doing, man? If you guys are once again listening to this audio podcast, we are live every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern at twitch.tv/DaveStarters. Thank you guys for hanging out. But yeah, man, I'm glad you brought this game up, man. I'm always a sucker for art styles, man, and that's something that I think a lot of these indie studios, these Metroidvanias, do really well. And honestly, I think hand drawn or this kind of like 2D. What's the word I'm thinking of? Where's the only
2D side scrolling?
Yeah, like a 2D side scrollers. They give you more freedom in your style, and honestly, I would assume it probably makes the game a little bit more affordable to make. Because it looks like, I mean, there are, as we see here in the trailer, there are 3D elements in the game, but it looks like mostly you'll be playing on isometric is the word I'm thinking of, where it's just one like way to go, so you're basically flat. But I really do need to get into Hollow Knight, man. I do need to find some time to play it because I do want to talk about it on the podcast. Metroidvanias are something
maybe we
that
could bring BZ on. He's the
maybe honestly that might not be a bad idea, because I mean it's that I just never really gave them a chance like Metroidvanias, and I want to, because they look really interesting and right up my alley.
They are fun. It's so fun.
And I mean, like, this game just kind of like, I like the story, like the idea of you being stuck in this draft that you never finished, and I'm curious how that kind of shapes the world, because it looks like there's some things that you can do to affect the environment, and I wonder if you'll get like powers as the author or something. Like it's really interesting, man. I can't wait to see more of this. I'm gonna sit here and say I do want to play it, but I'm gonna make an effort to. And oh yeah,
Oh no,
so
this is, you don't have to worry about it. This is bought for me.
yeah,
I promise you that. Like if you don't get it, I'll be talking about it. This is
yeah.
definitely on my list.
But yeah, it is
Of games.
2026 at the end of the trailer there, so we won't see this until next year, unfortunately. But
Hey, let it
you
cook,
know,
man. I'm a big component of it. Comes out when it comes out.
yeah.
So
Hopefully the devs will get the time they need to make that a very very solid game.
kind of look like he's stuck in a library too. So I'm wondering if he's like going from book to book, or
Yeah,
I
he could.
don't
Yeah, he
know.
could.
Like
Maybe
it's
he
so
jumped out.
crazy.
Maybe he jumps out of his own story or something. Yeah, they could. It'd be pretty interesting to see. So, the next game I want to talk about, man, is Halloween. Shout out to Teacher Bro.
Mm.
He was just talking about this game last a few streams ago. But Halloween is it's going to be. It seems like a killer versus multiplayer. So I don't know if you guys remember the Friday the 13th game. This is the same studio that developed that, where it's kind of like Dead by Daylight. I forget what they call it. Where it's like one versus many.
That genre. What is the name of that genre?
I can't think of the specific. There's a specific name for the genre, but excuse me.
I think this is going to be a little different from Dead. Dead
Yeah,
by
they're
Daylight.
kind of It's not, so it's not. Let me not say that in the way that there's objectives for you to do. It's not a total template, of that, but I think of this more like I said, Friday the 13th, where the players had to fix a car to get out of Camp Crystal Lake was the main premise of that game, and Jason's goal was to kill you in that. So this looks like that because during this trailer there you have some commentary from the developers there, how you basically, Jason, you're stalking the residents of Haddonfield. If you guys have ever watched Halloween, if not, he's a pretty, I think, iconic person. But and I think the games like this are kind of cool because this is a little bit of a different spin on a horror genre game.
A little
And
different, giving us something different.
yeah, unfortunately you had the licensing issues with Friday the 13th, but I don't think they're going to run into that problem this time. And it seems like, they're pretty dedicated to making this a spiritual successor to Friday the 13th. And I just like this studio's story, man. And this does look really good. Like you miss Evolve. Yeah, I forget what the name of that genre is. It's going to hit me after the pod. When does GTA 6 come out? Allegedly May, but we
Hey, we don't ask about that around
Yeah.
here. Strike.
allegedly May, but yeah, I'm excited for this, man. This comes out once again next year. We're starting to see the calendar fill up for 2026, but I think this would just be like a fun party game with friends, honestly. Like, and they gave Jason his teleporting
think-
ability, which is cool. I mean, or Michael, excuse me, not Jason. I keep saying Jason, but
Oh, so that explains how he always just end up behind.
so they
somebody.
gave like a pretty cool reasoning. They're like, they gave him the ability in the game because he always pops up. Just once again, if you guys have seen
that
the
gotta
movies,
be very freaky if you play in this game.
he basically turns into a shadow. They show it in the trailer. But he has like all these really cool stalking abilities. But I wonder, just like because I think there's a single player mode and some sort of multiplayer mode, if I'm not mistaken. So I wonder how that kind of plays out. Because I never got the chance to play Friday the 13th, but I watched a lot of people play it on YouTube, and it's
It was
just
actually
really
pretty fun.
it looks like such a good time, man.
There's our clip queen.
The
Hello.
box you opened it, you summoned me. Hey Moonlight, how are you doing, man? Welcome to the pod. But yeah, so this is I'm excited for this, man. Like I said, Teacher Bro was actually talking about this a few weeks ago, and he put me onto it. He actually brought it back on my radar because I remember they were developing this a few years ago. But it's good to see that we actually starting to see it. So once again, I hope the studio gets all the time they need to develop this, because I like what they do. So yeah, here's the shadow mode here that I was telling you guys about. He's just literally standing next to people invisible, which is crazy. I mean, he has to be a spirit, right? We're all in agreement. He's not a human killer. Like he's a spirit. Come on, guys.
I have some ideas for this game, right?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna show my age here. I don't know if y'all remember, was it Jason? I don't remember if it was Jason or Michael Myers who had that Nintendo game where you were in the mansion. I would love to see this game and it have like set pieces. Like I wonder what they're gonna do.
They could do maps from like
with different neighborhoods. Like,
that'd be
what are
cool.
they gonna? Yeah, I want to see what are they gonna do with the maps as far as like the neighborhoods. Maybe have one where you are in this like big ass Resident Evil mansion of sorts.
You know what I would love to see? I would love to see the asylum that he always ends up at as a playable map.
Yeah,
That would
that
be
too.
cool.
They have potential to do a lot of cool things with this game.
Yeah.
I don't want to say, trying to pick my words here. I don't want to say it looks half baked. Like, but I just want to say that it looked like there's a lot of potential that they can reach.
Yeah.
Like it looked like it's like what they're showing us right now is kind of like just bare bones. They're still developing, so
Yeah, I would love to see like actual gameplay demos or
yeah, I think there's a lot of potential here. There, especially with this genre, right? People are really, really excited for these type of games, man. And if this game don't come out like during spooky season, it says September 8th. I would actually do it around Halloween just to grab that extra, you know what I'm saying? Just to get that extra audience appeal in there. I want to see where this game goes. Now, I'm not going to sit up here and lie. It may not be a purchase for me, but like if the homies want to play it and I always get drug in, yeah, I'm not going to say it's like a immediate purchase for me, but I am interested in seeing where this game goes.
Yeah.
And he looks creepy as hell, not going to lie.
Hey, man,
turn that creep factor up too. Make the game creepy as fuck, man. Like dig into that creep zone. Like make him freaky. Like say you standing next to a window, then his face just appear. I want all the creepy shit.
And that's what I think. Like this, because man, Friday the 13th had such really good like moment to moment, like scary moments.
That game was
like,
really fun. I don't know if you played it, but
I didn't get a chance to. No, yeah. And
yeah,
that's why I'm kind of hopeful, man. Like I think the studio is passionate about this particular genre of games, and they seem like they care a lot about horror, and you know, hopefully that kind of, you know, bleeds into the development. You know, this is, like I said, this is definitely going to be a game I want to keep my eyes on, and I did definitely want to talk about it today because it just it's something different. So but yeah, Friday was your jam. You closed the server. You played until they closed the server in December. Yeah, see, that's just unfortunate, man. So hopefully they get there. There's no issues with this.
Weenie's right. Weenie is right. I might be confusing Friday the 13th with Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
That came out recently in the last 2 years. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It was on Game Pass for a while too. I think we played it for a little bit.
It was good, man.
Yeah, it
just kind of disappeared. They didn't do anything with it. So
those live service games, man. Yeah, you got to keep them. You got to keep them up. But
got to keep feeding the beast.
You do. All right, man. What you got next on your list, brother?
All right. Well, you know, one is just a given. We're going to talk about in depth anyway, so I'm going to put that at the bottom.
I'm waiting. I'm patient.
Yeah. So I saw this game, and the first thing I wanted to do was throw up. I don't know if it was because of all the colors. I don't know what the hell was going on. But Let's Die Inferno.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Let me tell you, man. It's not hard to sell me on a game. Just be fucking weird.
Where is it at?
Just be weird, and I'm probably gonna be there. This game, the plot, the way it looks, the character builds, the simple plot of just trying to go see who can make it furthest in hell, in the hole, whatever it was. Yeah, this game.
Yeah, I found it. I was looking for the trailer.
I didn't even know there was a part 1. Okay, this one apparently is a.
It's like an ARPG, right? It's like the top-down ARPG, or hold on.
No. It's.
Oh, I remember. Okay, yeah. Okay, yes, I remember this game.
Because their presentation was even weird. Like it was funny. Like they were in mask and they were doing all this extra stuff. Like there it is. Up, go up. Go up. You passed it.
No, I have it playing now. It's playing.
Oh,
I think the stream might be a delay. Yeah, I think it might be a little. You might be a little behind, but yeah, it's playing now.
Yeah, because even their presentation, like they were so excited about this game. They was very passionate about their creation. And you know what? Yeah. I mess with that.
So this is interesting. Yeah, this game did catch my eye. I thought it was.
I wish we could see their presentation because they were in masks. They were acting up, man. It was so funny, and the fact that I couldn't understand anything that they were saying.
Yeah,
because they are from where were they from? Japan, I want to say.
I think so.
So they were talking. So look at this hole. Look at that hole, man. Come on, man. The
This is-
whole point of this game is to see who can go the furthest in the hole. Come on, that's a winning situation, right?
So this
there.
is kind of like a Metroidvania too, then, right?
Oh no, it's full like 3D. Like
Well, not in the sense like
it's
of
more
a
like
2D, but
no, I would say it's more of a survival.
okay, because there's like an actual story and everything.
Yeah, you're going in the hole. That's the whole story.
You're going in the hole.
The thing is, the further you go in the hole, you just loot. You
Yeah.
build your character up and you just keep going. Like there's really like, I mean, I guess they didn't discuss a story.
Yeah, it's
During the
definitely a
presentation?
very interesting concept and enemy.
Seems like a dungeon crawler. Maybe?
Yeah, I think that's probably a better way to put it. You're right, and it actually comes out this year too, which is interesting. I wasn't expecting that. I thought a lot of this stuff. I mean, a lot of games were slated for next year, but this is one of the few that's supposedly coming out in December of this year, December 8th.
Yeah, because the way that the guys were describing it, the devs and the director of the game, they were just saying like basically, I wonder if it's going to be like online and you could see who went the furthest. You know what I'm saying? Almost like a
Online
scoreboard.
leaderboards would be cool. Yeah.
Yeah, because it says like you're just basically traversing in this hole and you just keep going. And obviously, the further you go, I guess like once you get your gear up, it gets tougher.
That would be really cool to see. Like just like
And
online
when
leaderboards. So you could have like friendly competitions with your friends, or I can see this game like maybe becoming like something speedrunners would be interested in too. That's a very interesting idea, man.
and it's another one like I'll be honest with you guys, it's another one that may get purchased. Probably not this year because, like I said, my budget like after Battlefield, my budget for the year is pretty much like no more games, sir. But this game is probably I'm going to definitely keep up with this game because I really want to see what it's about, and
Yeah.
I think it's going to be like you said, it could be one of those games that get popular. One of them games that just kind of hit you out of the blue. Like, and it's always one of those games that just kind of pop up
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
everybody loves it. And it's just like, oh shit, we didn't expect this game to do all that. But yeah, I can see it. Like a lot of these games will sell me on who I'm playing with. Like if I'm playing with the homies, bruh, like I'm down to try.
Yeah,
it.
that'd be cool if you had that kind of stuff. That'd be awesome, man. Yeah, I'm curious about it. I could at least say I could see it having a nice little community, especially if the support is there, if there's additional content, or I'm curious how far down it goes, or if it's just like, if it's procedural, that'd be really interesting because you can just literally, like you said, keep going until you're done. That'd be interesting. So
Right. Or if there's like, that's another thing I wanted to know. Like, is there an end? Like, is
Yeah.
there like once you get to the final floor, is Satan down there with a broomstick and some Cheerios? I don't know, but yeah, this game. My thing is when I pick these games, I'm looking for something kind of like outside of the box.
Yeah.
I'm always looking for something different than the mainstream titles of FPS or sports games or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm looking for that next
Sure.
game that will shock people. Like, and I think this one may be the game, and people are like, yo, this shit is actually fun. And then the Steam numbers go up, and everybody's playing it on Twitch, and
Yeah.
this
I
stuff
mean,
is
it could. Yeah. Those type of games usually do get carried by the communities. And we could see that. Like I said, it does come out this year, and I'm not sure if there's any other major releases around it, so it might fall into a nice little pocket. But yeah, that's a really cool game, man. I actually forgot all about it. I really blanked that game out of my memory. That's funny. That's cool.
Hey,
Let
why we
it
pick
die
our
Inferno.
games.
Yeah. All right, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about Wolverine now.
You just going to jump into it, huh?
Yeah.
Because it's going to be a good long while.
Yeah, and I didn't want to run out of time before we got to talk about it, because obviously
Before we do talk about it, just give us like the rest of your games real quick. Just give us a list.
Honestly, I mean, there was really only the other thing I was mildly interested in was Crimson Desert, the fantasy game. It comes out in March. That looks really interesting. Has open world fantasy elements. I think I'm kind of falling back into that genre. It's something I haven't played in a while, and I kind of miss those style of games. I think now's a good time to pick up a. I think Borderlands really did it for me. Like having an open world game where you can just kind of explore and just do your own thing, on your own time. It's like
Darius like to find treasures.
I do, man. I like to get lost in stuff, and I've seen quite a few demos of it. Yeah, over the last few months, they've had like 20-30 minute gameplay demos, so it looks good. It looks good. Hopefully, it doesn't lose me like what was it that came out earlier this year? The dragon game that came out. Oh my gosh, I can't think of it.
Yeah.
It'll hit me later. I can't remember, but it was.
But I'll say this.
Capcom, but yeah.
Before we jump into Wolverine, I'll say this: Soros looked beautiful, but I was just so confused by it. Like I didn't know if that was a.
It's kind of like a yeah. It's the same studio that made Returnal, so House Mark.
Okay, I was gonna say, is it a sequel or
I would call it the same kind of genre but a different story. It's still that bullet hell style gameplay, which actually looks pretty good. I've heard great things about Returnal, man, and
yeah.
I did want to, because that was one of the earlier PS5 games that did really well for them, and I think that kind of brought.
I don't think people talk enough about Returnal.
Yeah, it did really well, and it had like a really good moment in the sun, man. And I mean, people still play it to this day. I've heard nothing but great things, and they've dropped like DLC, I think, for the game and some updates over the years. No, it's not Monster Hunter, man. I can't think of the name of it. It's a story-based game. It's not a multiplayer. It wasn't Monster Hunter. The other Capcom game was a dragon where you're like a risen. I can't think of the name. It'll hit.
Oh,
me
you
later.
talking about Yakuza?
No. It was an actual fantasy game, like a fantasy hack and slash game. I can't think of it, but anyway.
And last thing, and of course, I had on my list Final Fantasy Tactics. I've been preaching about that game for a long time, and I'm so happy that it's finally getting its just due. Okay,
get your hands dirty with some Zelda. Zelda bored me. You're gonna hate me, Moonlight. You don't want to hear my opinion on Zelda.
Oh man, you talked about to the Zelda brother. I
got some shit about my opinions on Breath of the Wild. Yeah, people didn't. I didn't hate on it, but it just wasn't for me. I played it and I got bored. I'll just be honest. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, we'll have a side.
I have a lot to say about that. But
because last time he talked about Zelda, I almost had to like go bail him out of jail. People came with the pitchforks and they were, it got a little rowdy around. We're
not happy about that, so it's fine.
The comment section was a little wild.
Yeah, that Wii U game. Weenie's a lot meaner than I am. I'm not gonna see that, but.
Weenie is just anti anything Nintendo.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Hey, what's going on?
And I'm starting to get on that boat. I'm starting to get on that boat with him. And since we have the birthday boy in the building,
happy birthday, Dark
everyone
Star.
Say happy birthday to Dark Star. Everyone say happy birthday to Dark Star.
Confetti.
Woo! No. Happy birthday, old man.
Happy birthday, bro. Yeah.
But yeah, let's get into it, damn it. Wolverine.
Yeah. Wolverine, man. The biggest announcement, obviously, from the State of Play. Oh man.
Violence.
I want to say,
look at that shirt.
It was incredibly violent, man. I'm excited for this, man. I think this is going to be absolutely incredible. This is the right way to do a Wolverine game. There's really only one way to do it, and I know Insomniac's gotten a lot of crap over the last couple of years, especially with Spider-Man 2, which is, I think, a little bit unjustified. That's just my opinion. I think people were overly critical of it. And, of course, you had the leaks, the big data leak that they had, I think, last year or the year before, that leaked a lot of this stuff with Wolverine, but they still stuck and are still working on the game, which is great, man. So we finally got to see the game, and it looks absolutely insane. Like, if you guys aren't watching, or if our audio listeners, please go watch the trailer. It is something to behold, man. Yeah, I've watched it a few times actually this morning too.
Yeah, so. I watched it in slow-mo. I'm sick. Okay. And I know that what is it? That Omega Red boss battle is going to be hell.
Yeah, that looks pretty cool, man. I think that this might be I mean, you have this coming out next year along with that next Naughty Dog game. So like I said, it seems like Sony's starting to unload the clip a little bit, man, and I'm glad we're starting to see what these studios are up to. And I honestly think we could see the very beginnings of. I don't think it's too far fetched to say this because I've been thinking a lot about this and just like video games in
Ooh.
general. You know, because this is in the same quote. You know, this is technically this game is in the same universe as Insomniac Spider-Man, so I could see them doing some sort of MCU-esque. You know, once again, we don't know if the data leaks were real from last year, but it seemed like they were building towards a large event of some sort, or they're expanding video game superhero video games, which I think is awesome. We don't have enough superhero video games. I think that for as big as the movie industry is, it's been hard to get these games right. And Insomniac's been one of the few studios I think that's done a really admirable job of that. And I don't know, did you ever play the X-Men Origins Wolverine game back in the day? Back on the 360?
Negative.
Ah, so good, man. So freaking good, bro. But yeah, man, this just looks like brutal. Like you can see here, he has his healing factor. It's just crazy. Oh my goodness. But what did you think about the trailer and the game itself, man? Like, are you excited for this? Could you see yourself invested in a MCU style universe of games? Because I mean, I think it's fair to say at this point, Insomniacs, this is their bread and butter. You know, they're gonna be the
First of
superhero
all,
developers. I think.
I got opinions on that.
I love to hear it.
I don't want it oversaturated. They could be in the same world, but when I start to think about the movies and how
Yeah,
everything just got a little overboard with, you know, all the movies, then the shows trying to blend together to
Sure.
make this one big. Me personally, if it went that route, I wouldn't care. I would say kind of keep it to a minimum though.
Yeah,
Like everything doesn't have to be together.
I like that. Yeah,
Like maybe a Spider-Man, like maybe you know you got Deadpool, Wolverine, right? Like something that builds up to that. I'm just throwing out an example. It don't have to be
no,
that,
yeah,
but
for sure.
if it
Yeah,
builds up to something like that, and then let's say I'm just spitballing here. Cyclops get a game, right? Then maybe his game goes somewhere else. It doesn't have to blend in with the Wolverine, Deadpool. Like it doesn't have to be this big ball of blended shit, right? I feel
yeah,
like it gets a little, you know. I think for the casual person who plays these games who may not be
yeah.
the biggest comic book fan, I don't think they really need all that to have a great experience. Because I think that's where the movies and the TV shows kind of threw people off. Because I think of my brother when I
That's
think of
fair.
this. Like,
Yeah, that's fair.
you know, he's just like, bro, like I feel like if I miss the show, I don't know what's going on here. I gotta go watch Loki to understand what's going on here. Like, just don't do too much. Like, and I
Yeah,
think as far as like Wolverine the game goes, as far as his trailer goes, like, man, let me tell you something. One of my biggest fears was that they were going to give us a watered down to like, you know,
like a
PG
yeah, it's like a
13
PG-13 version.
off
Sure.
Wolverine. Like he was going to be stabbing people with his claws and there would be no blood, or he would just be punching people. I thought it was going to be something real soft. But boy, did they fool the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Because when I saw this trailer, I'm not going to lie. I rarely have a reaction to anything, even my birthday, right? This shit made me scream. I did that Tory scream, all right? You know the Tory scream.
Yeah.
Like I was like, hey yo, what the fuck? Like, bro, I was looking at this, I said, no way, this is the game.
Yeah,
Like this game is
great.
pure freaking
Yeah.
violence. Like this is hot violence. I can't wait to see what this game is going to be rated.
It's gonna it's 100% rated M for mature, man. There's no way they're getting
Man, that
anything
shit
other
might
than
be
that.
rated W because I'm like,
Yeah.
yo,
And
this is just it's not even gameplay.
I mean, I think some of it is from what what the
Really?
developers are saying. I think a few scenes were. I think I
when he
think
was
this
in
right here,
alley.
the alley looks like gameplay. I think this little section here, because this honestly, the combat reminds me a lot of Spider-Man, where you have different combo abilities that you can use on enemies. I think it's going to be very similar to that, you know, versus him web swinging around, obviously, and not, you know, Wolverine's just going to leap at you because he can do that type of thing. And I'm all for that. If we get like an evolution of Spider-Man 2's combat, because Spider-Man, you know, Insomniac Spider-Man games are insanely fun to play if you guys have never played them. insanely
Oh,
fun to play.
swinging through the city is one of
Yeah, and
my
once you get to
favorite things to do.
yeah, and once you start to unlock those abilities on your skill trees, like you get the freedom to really engage in
Oh,
combat
dude.
how you want. And that's my
Mhm.
favorite thing about Spider-Man, honestly. It's just like that power fantasy. And Wolverine is such a brutal killing machine, essentially. It looks like they've got that in spades here, which is excellent. And
What if it gave you an option though?
for what?
I
So yeah, it is mature. It
um
just said it on I saw the trailer at the very beginning. It's M.
Yeah, because you know how some games give you like they'll give you a grade or something, how you depending on how you progress through it. Like I wonder if you can go through like,
Uh,
maybe just knocking people out. That would be funny. Like I doubt if you do, but I was just that just made me think about games that are like that. Like some
there's
games you can go
there's
through
certain like
stealthily.
combat during combat you get that in Spider-Man, like
Yeah.
certain grades for how well you fought, and it's like it incentivizes you because like those go towards like stamina or something, like stamina
Yeah,
recovery or
yeah, yeah.
something.
You
Yeah,
actually get like, points or whatever
yeah,
toward
yeah.
upgrades.
So I think once again, I could see them adopting a lot of those similar systems. I don't see why they wouldn't. I mean, those systems work really well. I wouldn't have any issues with that. I don't think, you know what I
Oh,
mean?
sorry.
You need to go you need to go
No,
and,
no.
rewrite, a lot of things. So I kind of hope that they do that. I mean, I don't see once again, I don't see why they wouldn't. So
You know what that just made me think of? That I just got super excited about.
what's that?
Yo, because I just was looking at Wolverine with his cowboy hat on, right?
Uh-huh.
And remember how Spider-Man, how you get all the different suits?
Oh yeah,
I wonder if
he's
we're gonna
100%. Yeah. Oh yeah, because I mean, you can see it in the trailer.
do.
He has different costumes on through
Hey,
the
I'm
scene. So
If I can be cowboy hat Logan for the whole game, hey, bro,
it's basically Hugh
sold,
Jackman, man. He's
sold.
basically.
And I wonder if you ride the bike for real, or is that just a cutscene?
I hope so. I hope so. It's not just like on the rails. That'd be
And if they
unfortunate,
do
but
do the bike, driving mechanics is always like just
yeah,
one of those things with me. Like, if you're gonna do it right.
yeah.
But if you're gonna half-ass it, just leave it a cutscene. Like, we don't need a poorly.
I don't think so. I mean, it'll probably function like a lot of the chase scenes once again from Spider-Man, where you kind of were following people on once again on rails, but you still had control of your actions. So we'll see. We'll see.
So if this game is in the same like universe as Spider-Man, I wonder how many like if there were any recycled assets maybe that they probably used. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, yeah, probably. Probably building some small stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
you're gonna be in a city, and at one point he's going to Madripoor. If anyone's not familiar, like Wolverine, he travels a lot in a lot of his solo comics,
He
and
travels a lot not to have a car.
he has a lot of he has a lot of international enemies. So we'll definitely
Ooh, I
get to
wonder
see
what
some
the
of them.
enemy list is gonna look like. Oh my
Yeah,
god, he has.
I think we'll get Silver Samurai for sure. If he's going to Japan and
That's what everybody was
Madripoor,
talking about.
yeah, he's Silver
Ooh,
Samurai is such a big part of his lore. I don't see why not. You'll probably get I don't know if we'll get Sabretooth this
Lady
game.
Deathstrike.
Nah, I don't think so. Or maybe, maybe, because that could be a
I
good
mean, because
like,
he is in Japan. Wasn't she in Japan at one time
yeah,
too?
that could be interesting. I think we'll get a
Mm,
healthy dose of his rogues gallery for sure. Yeah, that'd be cool to see.
I'm already calling it, man. Game of the year, bro. Ain't nothing else.
I mean, if Grand Theft Auto comes out next year,
No, game of the year, bro. Grand Theft Auto ain't coming out, man.
okay,
Game of the year. You're
uh,
clear. You're clear, Wolverine. Grand
yeah.
Theft Auto ain't
So
coming out, bro.
I
Don't
mean,
worry
and
about it.
this is Marvel's doing a great job of, I think, introducing X-Men back to the general population, because you have this game, and then they're slowly introducing X-Men into the movies, which is cool. And X-Men has some really great
Yep.
comics right now. You guys should probably be reading.
And the cartoon.
So
What is it?
yeah,
The classic one.
X-Men 97 Part 2. Season 2 is coming out really soon. I think next year some point. Which is I just read something funny enough from the director of the show, who directed season 1, says that he's surprised Disney greenlit season 2 because so many people are gonna die, and it's way darker than season 1. And if you guys haven't watched season 1 of X-Men, you should, cause man, it is sad. It is really sad, but it's great. So I gotta finish it.
So I have a question to ask before we wrap it up here.
Yes.
Next game, Insomniac, right? Who would you want to see for the next superhero game. It could be Marvel or DC. It could be whoever.
I honestly, if I'm being honest, I don't see them ever doing any DC titles. I don't.
Yeah, let's stick to just
Yeah.
Marvel then. Who would you want to see?
Well, considering they're doing X-Men now, right? And we have a cameo of Mystique in the trailer.
Mhm.
I would be curious to see them continue down the path of X-Men. I think,
Ooh.
honestly, man, I think it'd be good for them to get away from Spider-Man for a while. You know, I do. That is to say, you know, everyone, I think the next game after Wolverine is going to 100% be Spider-Man 3. I think they're working on that. That's going to be their big PS6 title. Probably the end of, you know, probably 2028. You know, I can see that for sure. But, honestly, if we could get it right, there's two choices for me. I would love an authentic Iron Man game, because I remember playing Anthem. Maybe want to be Iron Man. I would love an Iron Man game.
That's legit.
Or an Incredible Hulk game, honestly, where you can just destroy and just, oh man, give me that.
Just take Battlefield's engine.
Insomniac's ability to create combat with a Hulk game, in there.
I didn't think of that.
Day one buy for sure. Yeah, I love Hulk, man.
God.
I fucking love Hulk. And imagine, right? Wolverine and Hulk, they always fighting each other. You know, what if we get a Hulk cameo at the end of this or something? You know what I mean? Like, that would be super fucking cool,
that would
man.
be sick. Oh, that could be some good DLC.
Yeah, or like Darkstar said, a Punisher game would be incredible. Like, yeah, they could do so much.
With this level of violence that they show in the Wolverine, Punisher could definitely happen now.
Yeah,
I didn't think Wolverine was going to be this violent.
Yeah, I'm all for that, man.
So you're saying Hulk, or what was your other choice?
Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Yeah, I think Iron Man would be excellent.
Who would mine be, chat? I'm gonna go real left field here with this one. Jubilee. Nah, I'm bullshit. Hey, don't do my girl Jubilee like that. Honestly, I want to give I used to kind of hate him, but I want to give my homie a fair shake. I'm really starting to like him in more recent stuff, and the more comic books that I read, I'm really starting to like. I never thought I would be a Cyclops guy, but I wouldn't mind seeing a Cyclops video game.
That'd be cool.
Honestly,
I think we could eventually get I would love, honestly, a X-Men game. You know, like different levels. Give them.
I could see it coming.
I would love that. Why the fuck not? You know, why not?
Why can't we have a
give me a version of Ultimate Alliance? You know, why do we not do that? And I think we could be trending back in that direction.
Give me a 3D beat 'em up, bro.
Yeah, I would love that, 100%.
Give me a game that looked like Wolverine and just make it a beat 'em up. Everybody in there just having a party, bro.
Yeah, that would be absolutely incredible. So, I mean, I think honestly, Marvel, they have big plans for X-Men. You can tell, and it's on the way. Yeah. So,
X-Men is such a it's such a good IP, man. It's hard to So many people love X-Men. It's like, it's really hard to mess it up, bro. Even X-Men's worst game is going to sell because like people just love the franchise so much. But I had another one too.
Yeah, Darkstar. Yeah, I like that too. I like that idea because nobody played Guardians of the Galaxy, but it reviewed very well, and nobody played it, so it didn't sell at all.
Yeah, I would want to see somebody, because I'm thinking of like traversal through a city or something, right?
Yeah.
So that brings me to like a Iceman or something. Like, I think a Iceman game would be crazy.
Or a Magneto game. That would be cool. You know, they really could do.
Because with his move set would be crazy though.
Yeah.
Like, he'd be pulling shit out of the city. Like,
that's unfortunate. Yeah. But yeah, man, I'm excited for this. This is definitely. I mean, you know, unless the prices go up, you know, I could see myself buying a Pro for this PS Pro. I would. You know, this would make me get a PlayStation Pro because I would want the best experience for this game, 100%.
Is they gonna make his cowboy hat shinier?
Make it flap in the wind better. Yeah.
Well, you can see the straw.
You get an extra 12 frames for the hat. Yeah, that's how it works. So, but yeah, that's Wolverine, guys. That's the state of play.
Go watch it.
Yes, please go watch it, man. We're gonna have to get up out of here. I'm gonna keep this as short as possible. I just realized it's a little past 12 and I gotta go. So But either way, man, thank you guys for hanging out today for episode 245 of the Super Weapon Podcast. Yes, like DC said, please go watch the State of Play, man. You guys absolutely want to hear the audio from these trailers. We don't talk a lot about game audio, but a lot of that stuff was absolutely incredible, man. Especially that Battlefield 6 trailer, man. That made me feel emotions, which is unusual. So
yes, it does. And the reason why we do this because we be trying not to get striked on YouTube. So they're very
that's
particular.
why we keep it loaded. Yeah, that's why I keep.
Yeah, they're very, it's like every 4 seconds you got to talk over it and all this dumb stuff. We would rather just mute it.
Yeah.
And you guys, if you want to hear the sound, please, we'll have a link in our description. Go watch the State of Play.
Yeah, go watch the State of Play, please. And next week we'll be talking about Tokyo Game Show. Like I said, today is the last day, and there was actually some pretty crazy announcements.
Y'all got homework. Y'all got homework. Y'all go watch it too, and we are gonna have a nice little discussion Saturday. Everybody go watch the Tokyo Game Festival.
Yes, and please in the YouTube comments, our YouTube viewers, please let us know what your favorite announcement was from the State of Play, and what would you want Insomniac's next superhero game to be? I would love to hear everybody's opinion on that. You guys can find me everywhere, Darius the Artist. Thank you guys for hanging out once again, and we will see you guys next week. DC, take us home.
Hey, man, I'm going to keep it short because I got to get up out of here, too. Peace, love, and blessings to all you beautiful souls who came in here and rock with us today. Happy birthday, Dre. Whoop, whoop. Hope you enjoyed your weekend, sir. Everybody else, have a great weekend. Thanks for rocking out with us. We'll see you Saturday. You guys have homework, so watch that Tokyo Game Fest. All righty, then. I'm out. Peace.
All right, guys. You guys have a good rest of your day. We'll see you next time. Peace.